Is it hard to access affordable, healthy food? Then listen carefully. Daryl Addison, an African-American inventor, has patented a process for growing food on demand. He called it Torpedo Pot. Torpedo Pot is a fully automated flower pot that gives you control over your plant's environment. All you do is add soil, seeds, and plants to the flower pot and watch it grow. Yes, Torpedo Pot grows the rest. Visit www.torpedopot.com.
So 2 Los Angeles attorneys in September accused an 8-member Beverly Hills police unit of profiling and arresting black people shopping along Rodeo Drive at a disproportionately high rates, the Los Angeles Times had reported. Now, it said public records obtained, it says, support the claims made by attorneys Bradley Gage and Benjamin Crump. It said data reveals 80 out of the 90 people arrested by the team of officers designated to patrol the famed shopping strip last fall were black. Of the remaining 10 arrested by the Beverly Hills Police Department's Rodeo Drive team, it said 4 were Latino, 3 were white, 2 were Asian, and 1 was unspecified. Now, police have thus far remained silent as to why the operation overwhelmingly penalized black shoppers. However, documents reviewed by the outlet suggest the group began patrolling minor offenses, but shifted to focusing on shoppers who officers believe were spending money acquired by defrauding California's unemployment system. Now, city spokesperson Keith Sterling, who declined to comment why so many black people were suspected, that although 107 suspects in total were arrested for allegedly participating in the scam, only about 10 have been charged thus far to his knowledge. Now, they say the police unit was originally directed to reduce activities such as loud music, gambling, double parking, illegal street vending, and marijuana smoking drifting into stores, as well as other minor quality of life infractions. Now, let's call it what it is. They don't like seeing black people being able to afford to shop on Rodeo Drive. Let's call it what it is. This is why they targeted black people. And think about it. Loud music is a ticket. Gambling, that's a ticket. Double parking is a ticket. Illegal street vending, they'll just tell you, hey, you either shut it down. Here's the ticket. You know, if you don't shut it down, we'll arrest you. The marijuana smoke drifting in the stores, that's y'all fault in California. Let me tell you why it's your fault. You should have put in the law. Like, okay, if you want to smoke that, that's fine. If that's what you want to do it at your house. You can do it at your home. If you want to do it, I guess, in your car. Oh my God, why would you do that? But nowhere near businesses. You can't do that. Not in businesses or near businesses, right? Or you can get a heavy fine. I would say $1,000 fine to start. That's what I would say. But y'all just let it have a free-for-all with this smoking of the weed in California. It's nasty. It's extreme. That smell is so nasty to me. Y'all weren't even smart enough to say, look, put it in a one of those little pens that y'all use with the THC oil. That way you don't even hardly smell that junk, right? And they still get their little high that they want. But the problem is with a lot of y'all with this old marijuana smoking, more and more and more of that coming out, that y'all getting that is not pure what y'all putting in your mouth. Keep your temple clean. You know, all the money some of these people spend on weed. I know I'm on a rant about weed right now, but I can't stand that. And so many black people are on that. What if you take all that money you spend on that dumb weed and apply that to the things that you need in your personal life? Or hell, save the money. Just save it somewhere. Save it. Or invest it into something. You probably would have something. You probably didn't smoked up half of the money that you ever got, some of you. Anyway, just can't stand that mess. That's why, no, I don't. I agree with the legalization of it. Well, let me put it like this. I agree with the decriminalization of it, but you need to tighten down where they can smoke that mess. Because trust me, I went to LA a few months ago, I think in August, and I can't stand that smell. Anyway, let's say now the report. that said showed that the unit had arrested 59 people suspected of identity theft, 36 suspected of conspiracy, 12 suspected of carrying a concealed firearm. And they said that Gage and Crump, they said, have filed a lawsuit against the department on behalf of 2 people arrested by the unit, which the 2 attorneys announced on the steps of the Beverly Hills City Hall. They said they were there, because the Beverly Hills Police Department arrested African Americans for being on Rodeo Drive. They said that one of the plaintiffs is in the case, Jasmine Williams, reportedly told those in attendance about her experience being arrested by officers who stopped her for riding a scooter along the sidewalk. She said, I was scared. She said, I've never been to jail in my life. It said the Beverly Hills Police Department Chief Dominic Rivetti sent an email to residents responding to the lawsuit but denying Gage and Crump's claims and say that the officers were committed to keeping their community safe while enforcing the law with respect and dignity for all. Well, let me tell you something. Why don't you figure out the homeless problem? I was in Beverly Hills in August, and even in Beverly Hills, you got homeless people laid out everywhere. Why don't you figure that problem out first instead of harassing black folks on Rodeo Drive? I mean, that doesn't even look good to what y'all got going on in Southern California, right in LA. Y'all have listen, I've never seen that before, that kind of homeless problem. Trust me, if y'all would go to even in Istanbul, Turkey, I only seen one homeless person, and even they told me, the police about to come get him. I said, because they got shelters for him. They don't allow him to be out here on these streets. Y'all should be doing that. Folks that on the homeless in there, they're harassing black folk. I mean, you had one place I passed by, brothers and sisters, nice home. And this homeless dude laid out on the dude's lawn, just laid out. And you can't tell them nothing because a lot of them got mental health issues. That's what the police need to be cleaning up. Now, of course, I've heard this new law they put in where they're going to start cleaning it up. But anyway, they said 2 months after the Rodeo Drive team of officers were formed and it was disbanded on October 24th. Now, imagine that a lawsuit was filed and it was disbanded. Members of the unit were reportedly recognized by the city at its annual Employee Excellence Awards, receiving praise for their outstanding job performance. Well, if they were doing such a good job, then why is it that you disband the team? Why did you do that? They know good where they were targeting black people. Because you have to understand, the creation of the slave patrol was to target black people. They wouldn't put there to target Mzungu, Asian, Hispanic, and anybody else. They were put there to target black people, and nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. And that's dumb. Like, why would you harass shoppers? These people are bringing money into your city. But I guess you only want certain people's money, right? Now, if they did something with some employment scam, okay, eventually they'll get caught. Them shopping at Rodeo Drive not going to stop anything with the scamming. You didn't catch them with counterfeit money, so what's the problem? But leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the situation here out of Beverly Hills. But yeah, Beverly Hills got a big homeless issue going on. That's what the police need to solve. But no, they just want to harass shoppers that's not doing anything wrong. And then, like I said, the marijuana smoking, all that, going into businesses, like, trust me. And then now y'all got that draconian mandates. That I told people, I'm not going to nobody's city that has those draconian mandates. I ain't doing it. I think it's dumb and it's stupid. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and Apple App Store. Colonization never ended in the white supremacist system. And as we see today, the colonization is in the mind. Now, those who have been enslaved and those who have been colonized, we're still dealing with the remnants of that through the colonization of the mind. Pick up my book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, and we will help deprogram you from the colonization that was put upon you by generations and generations of white supremacy. You can pick it up today on Amazon.com.